Good afternoon, present.
Corrections expert Harris Gubernick.
Good afternoon, President.
Psychiatrist Dr. John Williams.
Good afternoon, President.
And victim representative Marsha Grayson.
Good afternoon, President.
While it may appear that some of the matters during the sessions have been handled quickly, I wish to confirm that extensive preparation for these sessions has been done by each member of the board. This afternoon's session will likely last until about 4 o'clock. If you wish to have an agenda, it's available on the Board of Pardons website. We'll first take up under agenda item 2, what are termed calendar cases. This afternoon, there are 4 calendar cases, and there are 3 possible outcomes for these cases. 1, an application is recommended, which means that we are recommending to Governor Shapiro that clemency be granted to an applicant. 2, an application is denied, which means that a recommendation for clemency will not be granted at this time. And 3, the board could vote to hold an application under advisement. This is similar to a continuance and could be done for various reasons if the board is not prepared to vote on a case. I want to stress that the ultimate decision to accept or reject the recommendation of this board is solely at the discretion of the governor. In addition, the governor is not required to act on a recommendation within a specific period of time. So with that said, I'll call the first calendar case to be heard by the board this afternoon, Robert Swartworth. Shelley, is there anybody here for Mr. Schwartworth?
He's in.
DOC, did you have anything to add to the public hearing?
We do not.
Then we are admitting Mr. Swartworth's wife, Kelly.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear us?
I can now.
Great. Now, if you have a statement, now's the time to proceed.
I met Robert in 1990 and we visited and got to know each other for the next 8 years, and then we decided to get married. And through that 35 years, I have seen Robert change and grow as a person and watched him with his family members, his daughter, and his grandchildren, and saw how he treated those around him. He received 100% support from the prison staff when he first applied for this in 2005, and he still received 100% support in 2025. I had guards tell me that if anybody deserved a second chance, it was my husband. He has done many educational classes to better himself over the years that he has been in prison. He didn't just sit there and take up time. He did a lot of classes for self-improvement. He even received his college degree from St. Francis College. He has volunteered to help with organization programs, has helped many elderly inmates. Bob is noted as being a responsible and dependable person. He has learned from the mistake he made many years ago as a young man, realizing how many people were hurt due to his bad decisions. I feel given the chance, he would be better, much better person, making much better decisions. He has worked as the JC cameraman and photo project at the prison. And while we were on visits, if the cameraman that was taking the pictures left, he volunteered to take pictures for other inmates during our visit. Bob has the trust of the prison staff and had his 2R class for 11 years. He was trusted with outside visits and not once tried to run or even talked about it. After discussing as a couple that we agree that the best opportunity for his successful to re-enter to society is to build a future together in Pittsburgh, where so much of his support system is. His sister Patty Freese and her family have offered a place to live, given the chance of commutation. His other sister and brother-in-law, Diane and Dave Beam, are offering to give him a job with their construction business, Beam Construction in Pittsburgh. They have also offered a place to live, even though that is far from me since I live in McClure, Pennsylvania. I have a job and I take care of my elderly mother. So at this time, it would be hard for me to be in Pittsburgh, but we have discussed this and feel it is best that he take this job offer. I would eventually relocate to be with my husband, but until that time, I would make visits to Pittsburgh. This will be an adjustment for both of us, and we both are willing to make things work until we can be together always. If Bob is given commutation, he will have to go to a center. I will make trips to Pittsburgh. I will then look for job opportunities. Bob was informed that he meet with the VA representative, Edward Cisak, and he told my husband that he could not help him now, but he could help him once if he got granted and go to the center. He could help him with getting things established. My husband would like to get involved with Senior Center in the community. He has worked for 35 years in the activity department at the prison. I believe, given the opportunity, my husband would be a productive citizen. I feel that my husband is no longer a threat to society. He is 67 years old and has learned to make better choices. Please consider giving Robert a second chance. He has high support team behind him and would like to see him get a chance to prove he is a changed man. Thank you.
Thank you. We also have Mr. Swartworth's sister, Patty. Patty, if you would like to unmute yourself and give a statement now, we'd be happy to hear it. I can see you. We can't hear you. You just need to unmute yourself, Patty.
Is it unmuted now?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. I would just like to thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of my brother, Robert Swartworth. I just wrote it down, so I have my thoughts in order here. I'd just like to start by saying that my brother, we support him 100%. And I feel if anybody is deserving of a second chance, it is him. He was 20 years old when he was arrested. He's 67 now. He's not the same person he was back then. None of us are. We've all learned and grown over the years, and so has he. And I ask you to look at the person that he is today. He's participated in many self-help programs throughout the years that the prison has offered to help him learn and grow and understand the impact of his crime and take responsibility for that crime. These programs helped to reform him and helped him to grow into a mature, respectful, responsible adult. Other than these programs, he's also earned a degree from St. Francis. He's a positive role model within his community, in his prison community, by being active within the inmate organizations. He was the cameraman in the visiting room for many years. He volunteered to decorate it for the holidays. He dressed up as Santa for the kids. He's also organized and ran fundraisers. He has a job in the activities department as an office clerk for over 35 years. And reports from all of his many different managers are positive. He's well liked among his peers. Every day he continues to volunteer his time selling concessions and helping others. I feel that this shows his commitment to grow and change and become a better person. I've watched my brother mature, become a mature, kind, responsible person. He's an asset to his prison community, and I believe he can continue his success outside in society if given an opportunity. I know that part of his success outside of the prison community is his support system. If he's granted commutation of his sentence, he has support of his entire family, his wife Kelly, all of his brothers and sisters, his daughter, his grandchildren, nieces and nephews. We all support him 100%, and we'll do everything we can to help him adjust and thrive and be a success in the outside community. He has the job opportunity with Beam Construction with his sister Diane and her husband Dave. And then, as Kelly stated, he and his wife Kelly will have a place to live here with my husband and myself for as long as they like. We'll be able to help him with transportation to work or other appointments until he becomes more independent. I'm a nurse at Shadyside Hospital, and I work weekend night shift, and my husband works day shift during the week. So one of us will always be available to him, and we'll do everything we can to ensure his success. We'll help him emotionally, spiritually, socially, financially, whatever he needs. We still very much want to bring him home so we can spend quality time together as a family. Like having picnics, spend holidays together, family dinners. We've lost so many family members through the years since he's been incarcerated. Most recently, my younger brother passed away this February. And we just want Bobby home. My brother is so much more than his crime. He's learned so much through the years. And he's grown into a really good person. He has a lot to offer. He deserves a second chance, and I'm asking you to grant him that commutation of his sentence. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any other speakers, Madam Secretary?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you all, and we'll move on to the next case. Case number 2, Samuel Johnson.
For this case, we'll be admitting SCI Mahanoy staff again, and also a representative from the district attorney's office.
Ms. Boyette, do you have anything you wish to add on this case?
Not, I am simply available if the board has any questions about this.
Are there any questions from board members for the district attorney's office?
I don't have any, thank you.
None, thank you.
Thank you. DOC, do you have anything we wish to add that you didn't convey earlier?
I have no additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Move on to case number 3, Otis Perkin.
For this case, we will just be readmitting the Department of Corrections in case there's any comments for the public hearing.
Does the Department of Corrections have anything else they'd wish to add as it relates to Mr. Perkin? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, the DOC has nothing else to add.
Thank you. With that, we'll move on to case number 4, David Rouse.
Board members, for this case, we'll be readmitting SCI Dallas, and we are also going to admit Yvette Rouse, which is Mr. Rouse's niece and the proposed home provider.
Ms. Rouse, if you can unmute yourself, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Do you have a statement that you'd like to give to the board?
Yes.
Thank you.
You want me to begin?
Yeah, you can proceed.
Okay. Dear members of the board, I'm speaking to you today on behalf of my uncle, David Rouse, a man who is 67 years of age and has spent over 40 years in incarceration. I have known my uncle, we call him Uncle Charlie, my entire life, of course, and I have seen firsthand the remarkable transformation he has undergone over the decades. He is not the man he was when he first entered prison. He is now a more compassionate, responsible, and caring individual who works himself tirelessly to become a more empowered individual. During his time in prison, David has become a mentor to countless youthful offenders, offering guidance, support, and hope to those who might otherwise have lost their way. He has taken it upon himself to be a positive role model, helping young men develop the tools and mindset to make better choices and create a brighter future for themselves. His influence has extended far beyond his own life, touching the lives of many who have benefited from his wisdom and encouragement. His character is further reflected in his unwavering commitment to our family and community. My brother, myself, and his sister all have homes prepared for him, ensuring that he will have a stable and supportive environment upon release. With our support and the support of other family members, friends, and the community, David is ready to continue his journey as a contributing, compassionate member of society. He has employment set up with Smart Beginnings Early Learning Center as a janitor. He'll provide those services in the late evening once the children had left. I respectfully urge you to consider the extraordinary rehabilitation and personal growth David has demonstrated. He has spent decades reflecting on his actions, mentoring others, and preparing himself to return to society as a responsible and caring individual. Commuting his sentence will not only reunite a family, but also allow a man who has truly transformed himself to continue making a positive difference in the lives of others. Thank you for your time and thoughtful consideration. I believe David Rouse deserves the chance to demonstrate the full measure of his redemption and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. With deep respect, Yvette.
Thank you. Are there any questions from board members for Ms. Rouse?
Yes, Governor. Ma'am, thank you for your statement about your uncle.
You're welcome.
I did want to ask you, so you just said that he has this job set up with the daycare.
Yes.
Okay, and tell me more about that job. Like in other words, have they hired him? They said they will hire him, and if so, for how many hours a week?
He will be hired and has been hired upon release. They will have him working the evening hours, so approximately 30, 35 hours a week, but they will sketch that out more fluidly once he's home.
Now, is it your impression that he actually interviewed for this position? Like, is there a person at the daycare that he spoke with, like over the phone or something?
No.
Okay. I guess what I'm trying to understand is, so you're now hearing from you, you're basically saying it's like a definite thing that he will work there.
Yeah.
Putting aside the whole issue of whether or not he needs a background check, that's a separate issue. But he kind of, when he was talking about it, it was like he had like no conception of this, or like he was just confused almost about it, or he didn't remember.
He may not have remembered, but I told him that he did have employment at Smart Beginnings. Maybe if you would say the daycare center, I don't know, but I did tell him we had employment set up.
Have you noticed that he's had any problems with his memory?
Not a lot, but a little bit.
A little bit?
Mm.
Can you give me some examples?
Like sometimes he just won't remember things that happened in the past. Like what I was thinking is probably because incarceration, you've been in there a while, that happened in his life.
Mm-hmm. Does he ever have problems finding words?
Not finding words, but he's not the best person in articulation.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any additional questions for Ms. Rouse? Well, thank you, Ms. Rouse. With that, you're free to go.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
Does the Department of Corrections have anything more they'd wish to add on this case?
Not at this time, sir.
Thank you. Okay, I don't see anybody else to speak, correct, Madam Secretary?
Correct. We're done.
Okay, with that, we'll move into executive session and return for the public vote.